Doc, I think it's hilarious because we already talked about the interfacial dating. Let's talk about a little interracial dating. And Brian, I know you got some stories on this. I'm kicking it at one of my spots, the M Bar, the other night, and I overheard a bunch of sisters talking about how brothers have lower standards for white sisters than they do for regular sisters. So basically, what they were implying, and I think they were talking loud so I could hear them, what they were implying is for a brother to date a sister, she's got to be that 9 or that 10. But when it comes to the interracial dating, they'll lower their standards to be with a white woman. True or false?
True. Absolutely.
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 Come on, dog.
It's nothing more to make black women mad.
Brian, come
they feel
on,
like
man.
it's already a shortage, and here you go date another woman that's not black, and she doesn't even look better than me, man. That's the way to incite a riot, man.
And you know what I would tell a black woman? I would tell them, hey, sister, y'all got more cases against us than the feds. All y'all do is take us to court. Why don't you let us get this hustle on the other side of the game? You know what I mean?
Or maybe they're just trying to get a good hair baby. I don't know. A lot of times we see that. Because that's big. No, but seriously, though, it seems like that when black men date white women, that they're much more attractive than the other way around.
Like, for instance, I've never seen, I'm just keeping it all the way funky, I've never seen a black man with a white woman and been like, the white woman like, damn, that she, I've just never seen it. I could be mistaken.
No,
I've never seen.
So more times than not, she's busted.
I mean, I'm talking about.
Y'all must not
9
live in L.A. Hey, boy, in L.A., boy, the brothers be...
L.A. is an exception. Los Angeles is an exception.
Right.
But I'm talking about, like, if you know, in Atlanta...
I think black women just look better, man. There's no comparison to me. So it's just like you look at them, it's just like, nah, that's a dime
But
piece
I really
right there,
do
man.
think that there is something to it. Black men seem like they'll date down on white women as for a white woman. But the other way around, it seems like whenever a white man goes with a black woman, she's always the dime.
She's always the dime.
I've seen the other way. I've seen some sisters that's been dogged, and they will date anyone that's not black, anyone that's not remind them remotely of the guy that dogged them. Sometimes I look at them like, where do you get this dude from?
Right, because something happened in her past. A brother did her wrong, and so now she's rebelling against all brothers.
If a sister says she's not dating a black man, I'm like, sister, what's wrong with your level of consciousness? You know, you saying you know you're not dating yourself.
A lot of times,
I can't understand that, man.
Well, I guess they think the same way. They look at us and say, you know, why you not dating black women? You're not dating yourself. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you have that same mentality, it's the same thing. You know?
So Doc, why are we so critical when it comes to judging our sisters versus, if you feel this way, because you said it's true, why are we so critical when it comes to judging our sisters versus the white chicks?
When we look at sisters, I think we have a high level of expectation. You know, I think
it's love. I think we love them more. That's why they have to be on point. When we dating a white girl, we going through some things. Now just bear with us. And you know what I mean? I'll be back, sisters. You'll see me at the club.
And I always talk to brothers, man. Dude I used to work with back in the day before I started doing radio, his big thing was he wants somebody that can sign her a loan for him. A lot of times,
but in Atlanta,
it's selfish reasons.
These sisters are bringing in Atlanta, man. It's no problem meeting sisters that's coming with it. The problem is meeting a sister that wants to, you know, serve the man. I don't mean serve the man like be subservient. I'm talking about that Christian subservience where you let him be the man, you still be the one, but not try to dominate. I don't want to come home and argue like a dude.
You could be independent, have your career, and have your whole little thing. When you come to the crib, we are home.
That's right.
We are home.
We know the history of black men in this country, okay?
If you date a white girl, her father gonna pay for the wedding. if you date a black girl, you got to do overtime.
So talking about the father paying for the wedding, you know, a lot of white fathers might not like their daughters dating the brother. So is there some form of attraction to the forbidden? Is that what y'all trying to insinuate?
Yeah, whenever you say somebody can't have something, they make them want it more.
It goes up like this. I'm that much more attractive. You've heard the stories when you were in college. We all went to college. When you're in college, man, you hollered at the freshman, and she said, my daddy told me not to talk to Qs. My daddy told me not to talk to football players. I'm like, well, what you doing talking to me? I was curious to why he told me to stay away from you.
See, they like that bad boy that's not going to dog them out, you know? I think they don't want a man that can run over. They want a man that can let them get to the edge and say, hold on. Don't go any further.
Is it a situation where they feel like they can reform a thug?
All I know is...
I think they want to feel safe. The women I know that date thugs, it's a safety factor.
Well, I'm saying thug, not in the literal sense. I'm saying the guy that their parents warned them against.
It's a perfect way to, you know, agitate dads. It's a perfect way to piss them off. I'm going to date the dude that you absolutely hate. And you said that a lot of times, especially with teenage girls, you tell them not to date. They get a guy that's sagging his pants, that can't speak
and a lot
proper
of times,
English.
The dude that the father hates is the father. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times you tell your daughter you don't want to date a man like me. Basically, you're not saying that, but you're saying that. Don't date him because he boom, 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 boom. When you was that when you was 19.
I notice it don't matter with me if they white, black, Chinese. As soon as I have my orgasm, I feel the same way. I'll be ready for him to go.
And I tell you what, it's less likely coming from the perspective of a brother. I took her to the Cheesecake Factory. That's what I be thinking. A lot of times, brothers feel like that white chicks won't push that spousal abuse issue.
Yes, they will.
But they, you know, a lot of brothers do feel that, you know, white women do not have the same demands as black women, have more respect for them. That's the weird thing, man.
Here's the deal, too. What I've heard people say is that white women want to win the race. Like, you know, sometimes you may meet some black women who are, you know, obvious what their intent are, right? You meet a white woman who just automatically on some subservient, you know, ish, and they just on that, you know, submissive from the beginning. But a lot of times they thinking for the long haul. That white woman that'll come and date a ball player, that white woman that'll mess with the baseball player. They like, okay, I'm in for the long haul because. You know what I'm saying? Like,
totally get
that's what the majority of that is. You have to beware of that.
Here comes the better, man. Let's go ahead and get another round of drinks. I heard a lot of beautiful women say that it's hard for them to find love.
When you got a real fine woman, it's a chess game. The whole time you with her. And
every woman I meet at this point has a motive.